Well, we're always trying to look at the bright side of things. And one of the positives to come out of this pandemic is that it's made us all just a little bit more adaptable. Attorney JB from the Platinum Law Group joins us now to explain why it's a trait that he feels makes his practice so successful. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on. You're absolutely right. The COVID-19 has showed us a lot of difficulties in handling business as usual. And rather than be able to sit here with clients in my office and talk to you face to face and even understand you, we now have to social distance. We're now doing this over Zoom, where we used to sit on the couch next to each other. Even when people have to come into the office, we're all wearing a mask, and it's hard to understand people with a mask. And so we do understand that you and I and everybody else has to adapt. We all have to learn how to just work around these things. But by the same token, at the Platinum Law Group, when you call 877-OUCH-911, we're doing the same thing. And we are adapting to this rapidly changing culture. And we are, for example, it used to be that clients would have the option of picking up their check in person, and it wouldn't be a problem. During the strict shutdown stage of Maryland, in Maryland, we weren't allowed to see anybody in the office. So what we did was we would have 1 hour a day where people were allowed to come meet us in the parking lot to pick up their checks. That way they didn't have to wait 3 or 4 days for the mail to come. And you pick up your check, you social distance, we wore our masks, and we got it done. So we, in general, all across the board at the Platinum Law Group, we are changing, we're adapting to make it better for you guys.
And adapting is so important to the Platinum Law Group, as well as being persistent, correct?
Absolutely. Thanks for that. That's one of my favorite traits that I pride myself on, is being persistent in that if something seems like it's an uphill battle, many lawyers, some of which I've worked with in the past, just give up, and they say, you know what, just forget it. We're going to give up this case. It's too much of an uphill battle. And I see uphill battles as a challenge. So obviously, if you have a good case and quote unquote easy case, of course we'll take it. We'll do very well. That's what we do. But the difficult cases are almost more of a challenge, and I enjoy getting in there and hammering away at the insurance companies. The more persistent I need to be, the more persistent I'm going to be.
Well, you need that when you're hiring a lawyer, so that's good to know. And you always make sure that your clients are a priority, which is, of course, something that everyone appreciates. Talk about that and making sure that your clients come first every step of the way.
So I am one of the few lawyers that I know that hand out their cell phone numbers to almost anyone. It does come with a disclaimer that says, I don't always answer my phone, so maybe shoot me a text before you call. However, to me, you, the royal you, whoever your client is, you are the most important person as far as your case is concerned. And so I'm going to give you an analogy, if it's okay. Sure. It's like owning a school bus. Most of us don't know how to drive a school bus. We don't know how to navigate that school bus through the streets. But here you are, you own a school bus. So what do? You hire a bus driver. Well, I'm your bus driver. So even though you own your case, you own your bus, I'm the bus driver. I know how to navigate. I know how to get there. I'm going to tell you, this is your bus. I need your permission to go down this street, and so on and so forth. So it's your school bus. You don't know how to drive it. Let me drive it. I've done this before. I'll get you there safely.
That is a very good analogy. Okay. All right. So it all starts out, though, with a free consultation. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Whether it's in person traditionally, or over Zoom, or over the phone, or really any way that we need to do this. I give out consultations on Facebook all the time where people inbox me and we talk about their case, and I'd say, hey, look, this is something I need to hear more about, or hey, let me put you in touch with a workers' comp attorney, or we have many attorneys under the Platinum Law Group that handle specifically every case that comes up, and consultations are always free. Sometimes we do second and third consultation, always free. You will never, ever, ever pay to come sit here and talk to you.
All right, like that. So someone else likes it too. They're hearing this right now. How did they get in touch with you?
So it's ouchguy.com, ouchgui.com. And of course, our number that you're probably sick of hearing, but it's important to remember, is 877-OUCH-911. 877-OUCH-911.
Perfect. Attorney JB, thank you so much for being with us. We
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. We'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.